Welcome! I'm Elizabeth Harper. I'm thrilled that you've joined me on numerologist.com. I'm here with this week's angel messages. So this week we're using the enchanted map cards. What I would love for you to do is place your hands over your heart, just like angel wings. Invite your angels to guide you to message 1, 2, or 3. A message that comes from their heart to yours. What you can also do is, once you've watched the video, once you've watched your message, you've really absorbed it, then go back to the beginning, put your cursor back to the beginning, invite your angels in, and then move your cursor back and forth until you intuitively feel it's time to stop. And then right there is an extra message for you from your angels. Let us know what that message is, what comes to you when you do that. Because whatever that message is, it may support others as well if they get to that same point. Okay? All right. So let's just invite the angels in. Just as I do that, I see this energy going upward. It's, amazing. Okay. So our intention is to receive a beautiful, powerful, healing, loving message from the angels. So let's pick a card, number 1. Like that. Number 1 is balancing act. It's kind of interesting, balancing act. So when I look at this, I get this sense of finding balance in your life with your work, with your play, with your diet, with giving and receiving, with how you are speaking to yourself. That's what's coming to me at the moment, is how you speak to others compared to how you speak to yourself. How you might honor others, and maybe that honor is not reflected in how you connect with you, with how much you love you. So look at that in your life. Look at the balance in your life. Look at what you're giving to other people, how you are supporting them, how you are giving them love. Do you give that love to yourself? Do you support yourself? Do you also honor yourself? It's an interesting thing when I think about things like money. You know, we might be really good at spending on somebody else, buying them an incredible gift, not thinking about how much it cost, or, not having, you don't go past a particular amount that you want to spend, but you have this idea of what you want to give to this person, and there's so much love in your heart that you'll give. But then will you spend that on yourself? Do you also think to yourself, I am totally worthy, of course I can have this. This is for my highest and greatest good. It's not outside of your spending realm, it's just something that will support you and help you. So do you do that? I know for myself, I have to stop myself sometimes from looking at things and thinking, no, I can't have that, I can't have it. And then I think to myself, well, what if I was buying this for my husband? What if I was buying this for somebody that I loved? Would I say yes then? So it's looking at it from that perspective. It's just one thing. It's not that you have to go out and spend lots of money and buy loads of things. It's more about looking at it from how you honor yourself and how you treat yourself compared to how you treat others. It's just one example. So I feel that is part of that energy of balance. But there may be other things in your life that are out of balance, that want to come back into balance. Maybe that you're working all hours of the day and there's no time for play. It might be that you're eating particular foods that are not necessarily nutritious. So it's time to find something that will balance that. Doesn't mean you can stop eating all that stuff that, we all love. But finding that balance for your body and looking after yourself and loving yourself enough to give yourself food that is nutritious and supportive. So it's looking again at that energy of balance. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. It's just finding that place that is supportive and loving. Okay. I like that. Next card. It's right in here. Heal the ouch. It's such a sweet card, isn't it? Heal the ouch. So your angels are saying there's something that is painful at the moment. There's something that is challenging. There's something that is hurting. So they're asking you now to look at what that is, where it's come from, how you can heal it. And the healing might be simply to forgive. Might be to forgive yourself, might be to forgive somebody else, might be to forgive the past. It might be something that's happened just recently. That's what's coming to me. It's about forgiveness. I also feel it's important to call on your angels, particularly Archangel Raphael, who supports healing. Archangel Raphael is this beautiful green energy. No wonder I was wearing green today, right? This beautiful green energy that is supportive for the heart. It's supportive for new beginnings. It helps you to move. So it helps with movement, helps you to move out of the old and into the new. So whatever is hurting, ask for support. And if you don't want to ask the angels, ask a friend, ask your guides, ask your soul, ask your heart. In fact, ask your being right now, what can I do to heal? What can I do to heal the pain? What can I do to heal the ouch? And then see what comes to you. Let us know. Okay, final card, number 3. It's coming out right there. There it is. This is all green. Ride the wave. Isn't that interesting? It's all green. So for me, this is about going with the flow. It's just enjoying yourself. It's allowing yourself to move in the direction that energy is taking you. And sometimes we resist that, don't we? We say, no, this is not what I want. But the energy is moving you in that particular direction. You know, when we go against the energy, when we go against the flow, things don't always work out. Have you noticed that? It's almost as if our soul has created certain pathways for us, and when we start veering off in a different direction that is maybe connected with our ego, let's say, then we might find that things get a little out of sorts and it becomes difficult, and it's just moving against, like salmon move against the water. It's like moving against the flow of energy, and it's almost as if nothing works. Nothing. You try your hardest, you try your best, and you really thought that this was the direction you needed to take, and it's just not working. So I feel your angels are saying, let's just go with the flow of the energy. Let's go with the flow wherever that's taking you. Open your heart to the flow. Because this direction that you want to take, it may be that it's the right direction. It's just that it's part of this flow. And it's not over here, it's here. It's a little bit different. When I first wrote my book, Wishing, How to Fulfill Your Heart's Desires, it wasn't the right time for it to be published. And I could have pushed and pushed and pushed for it to be published. I could have tried different avenues, but I didn't. Because it just wasn't moving, it wasn't going, but I knew that it was the right book. I knew that I needed to have it out there. I knew that there would be a right time. So I went with the flow of the energy. And as I went with the flow of the energy, my book was picked up. Took a couple of years, but my book was picked up. And it was published around 2008, when it was so needed in the world, when we went through all this shift in our financial world, in our financial markets, everywhere. Everybody went through a transformation in their financial being, in their lives. And my book was right there, amongst that energy of shift and change. It was right where it needed to be. And it was manifest and published at the right time. I went with the flow of the energy. So I feel that is part of it. That's part of that going with the flow. Doesn't mean that what you're doing is wrong. Doesn't mean that that dream, that passion that you want, if it's not working at the moment, it may be that it's just not in alignment with your soul at this time, or with the universe, or with the energy of all of us as a mass consciousness. But there could be a time when you'll be right in the flow of that energy. So I feel that that's one of the messages with this. But you also see that there are two dolphins flying together on that wave. So I feel that part of this is about connecting to others who are moving in the same direction as you. Connecting to your community, connecting to your tribe, whatever you want to call them. It's connecting with people who have the same outlook, have the same values, have the same ideas, the same creative energy, same spiritual vibration, in alignment with your frequency. So you're moving with them. So I feel that's the other message. And there's one more message that comes with this. It's also about relationships as well. So it's about finding relationships that you can ride the wave with. That it may be that as soon as you've ridden that wave, that the relationship kind of moves away, and that's okay, because there'll be other playmates there. So it's just moving with the flow of that relationship energy as well, to bring you joy and play and happiness and love.